In today's video, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're looking at some cameras from cheap to slightly more expensive and looking at what you really need when you're buying your first or next camera. And hopefully this video will be helpful for you. If that sounds interesting to you, I'm Dave from TVR Creators. I'm full of cold again. And guess what? If you like value, if you want awesome videos, if you want content that's going to help you find your next camera, subscribe to TVR Creators. So in this video, I thought I would talk a little bit about some of the things you might need, where you might start from, and give you a bit of background of how I started. So I started, believe it or not, with a point and shoot camcorder back in the day with mini DV tapes. And I used to love these cameras because it didn't have any battery at the moment, but you would open it up, I don't know if you can see that, and it'd be like, like a transformer, and I used to absolutely love that. And you used to have to capture the video using a Firewire or whatever device that was easiest at the time. And this was fine for recording all the videos I used to record back in the day, but nowadays, you know, most of us probably have, well, most of us have a phone, some sort of mobile phone. This is a great place to start because they usually have fairly good microphones, and if you've got a fairly new camera, a fairly new phone, they have really good lenses inside them nowadays, and they produce really nice HD or 4K or even higher than that video, which is a great place to start. And you can do shorts, you can do sort of proper videos, and a phone is a great place to start. Now, I always say, and I've been saying this for years now, that my best friend or anyone's best friend when doing filming is a tripod. I would always recommend a tripod. Absolutely great place to start, and you can get a little adapter for that to attach your phone to it. That's a great place to start. And what you want to think about then is if you're filming indoors, especially like I am now here in the studio, or it's not too windy, that's perfectly fine. And then you want to think about the lighting. That's a great place to then think if you want to film near a window, and you always get good light, especially on nicer days, or if it's a bit dark and rainy like it is today. Here in the studio I've got some lights. I've got a floodlight. You can get a pair of them now for about £100, which is really cool, and that's fine for sort of filming. Gives you a nice sort of soft light, natural light, which lenses really prefer that really nice light. And I've got a little side light here, just gives a little bit, just fills up my face a little bit. And I've just put some another gel, giving a bit of red light behind, just to make the shot look a bit more interesting. But you know, you could play around with that. I always recommend making the space clean if possible. It just looks more professional. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. You know, the first sort of camera I would look at would be sort of like £200–300, and I would check out something like a GoPro. These are brilliant cameras, especially anything from the 9 and later, because you'll get a nice little selfie screen. If you're about to, or something's happening, you can press record and start recording even if it's off, which I love that about this. You get lots of accessories and things for all these cameras, and they don't cost the earth either. And they produce really stunning video, and it gets a really nice wide angle shots, almost like a person is looking through the lens. And the GoPro is a fantastic camera. They're waterproof as well, and this is a great all-round camera if you're going on long adventures, maybe doing a lot of outdoor filming, that sort of thing. I would massively recommend a GoPro, an absolute brilliant camera. We only have one at the moment, but down the road I'll definitely perhaps look at getting a newer one. But these are just great little cameras, and again, put it onto a selfie stick or a tripod and off you go. Maybe on the back of a moped or a motorbike in the middle of the desert, I don't know, on top of a camel. But you could produce some really nice videos with these, and it's great for vlogging or just adventures or family holidays. The GoPro is an absolute fantastic all-round camera, has easy settings, easy to use, and doesn't cost the earth, so that's something to bear in mind. And you might want to check out something like the Canon R50, which is an absolutely brilliant camera if you want something that looks professional and has a few more features. And it has a nice sort of selfie touchscreen, which again is really good, so you can see what you're doing when you're recording yourself, which is very important. But for days where it's windy, or like I'm doing now, if you want to improve your audio, because half of all video is audio, I would definitely recommend some sort of microphone. And this comes with a microphone jack, so the R50. You can get one of these now between 500 and 600 plus, depending on what day of the week it is. And perhaps you might want to check out some lenses, but the R50 does come with an 18–45mm kit lens, which is fantastic at starting out. Takes great photos, really nice shutter speed, and really good on low light, and produces really nice HD and 4K video. And I like these because they just feel professional. It takes me back to my days of like a better version of a point and shoot camcorder, really, because they're just easy to use. If you want to, you can literally just put them on a tripod, press record, and off you go. And that's what I love about these mirrorless cameras. This mirrorless camera, 24 megapixel, brilliant camera. I can't shout out about these enough. I actually still use the M50, I have two of them. I'm actually using one of them to record now, and I only use them because I've been using M50s for about 5 years and it's just my default. I've been using them for a little while now, and I like using them. But this is basically the newer, better version, which I like to take photos with, and if I want to do some, you know, better filming, I will use the R50. This is probably my best camera at the moment. Absolute powerhouse and very easy. And if you want to be a, you know, and what I like about these actually, if you're a beginner, it can take you on a journey. So if you literally complete novice the cameras, you can just go into auto or press record, and the camera will do it all for you. And you can go into video mode, etc. Press the record button. But you can also grow into these cameras. You can play around with shutter speed, play around with ISO, upgrade the lens. So, you know, it goes with you. That's what I like about this. If you can start it off bare minimum, and if you want to, you can improve and add to it as you go along. Getting different microphones, wireless microphones, shotgun microphones. And you want something that's a bit lighter. And this actually, you can get one of these now for sort of £200-300 or dollars, and that's the Pocket 3 by DJI. Absolutely brilliant camera. You've probably seen some videos. I've been talking about this. Absolutely love this camera. If you get value so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. And what I love, my favourite thing about this camera, which you may or may already know, if you've been watching my content, it has a little awesome gimbal. So it follows you around, which is really cool. And it has this cool little screen on the back. You can actually double tap the little joypad at the bottom, and it will turn around and it will follow you around. And it's just really cool. So you can sit it on the floor somewhere, and it will just follow you around. So it's like you got your own cameraman, and it's really good if you're moving around doing vlogs and stuff, and because it will keep the much more steady shot. So if you're a bit like me and your hand's not always the most stillest of hands, this is a real lifesaver. Absolute recommend this if you're, you know, moving around a lot, maybe walking, talking a lot. But if you just want a camera that does everything, this records again in HD and 4K. It's easy to be standard nowadays, but it has some cool little, has 3 little microphones internally and little holes there. So no matter what side of camera you're on, it will record you, which my M50 doesn't do. But if you get the creators combo, it will come with a little extensions, extra power pack, little tripod that fits on the bottom. You'll get a wireless microphone, a little bag that I jokingly call the wash bag. Well, it's cool, lots of accessories to start you off. Again, you can stick this on a tripod like I did, I think the other week. And it's just a great all-round camera. So one of the things you want to think about then when you're, I just like look at the mirrorless cameras because it's just a good way to start. You want a good lens, brilliant camera. You want some sort of screen, some sort of selfie screen as I call it, so you can see yourself, touch screen if possible, just so you can see yourself, so you can see, you know, you can go, oh, I'm in the shot, so you'd have to worry about that, and then just make sure to look at the lens as you're recording. And a big plus for me is some sort of decent microphone or microphone jack, so you can upgrade the microphone, because audio, I can't emphasize enough, is 50% of all our videos. You could have the best video in the world, but if your audio, I've had videos when the wind has got involved, when I've put the wrong microphone on, and it's just ruined the video. So that's something to bear in mind. And then just improve the lighting, you know, a nice softbox light. You get one of them for about £80 or dollars, so it doesn't cost the earth. So these are just some of the things I wanted to talk about, just to help you out. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask your questions below. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you're getting value from today's video, please like and subscribe. Why not buy us a coffee, which supports everything we do here on the channel. And go check out the blog where I'll give you like a little inside scoop of some of the ideas I'm thinking of and the journey that we're going on here at TVR Creators. So I hope this video has gave you some value. Hope it's gave you some, you know, cameras to think about. And if there's any cameras you want to learn more about of the ones I've talked about today, go on the channel and you'll find a video around that camera. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dave from TVR Creators. I'm going to go and find a power seat more now. Until next time, check out those 2 end cards to get more value. Why? Because you guys rock.